I'm back. Hey everyone, I am Candace and on my channel we talk about manifesting in the simplest, lowest effort ways possible. So I have been gone for a little bit just doing life things, but now I'm back and I have so much to talk about. I'm probably going to record like 5 videos today and put them all out next week. Like literally just feeling like that type of situation right now. So in today's video, we're going to cover my updated manifesting routine, which is like so much simpler than it has ever been in the past. And I love it. I'm getting results. I'm getting them quickly. And I'm just really not having to put forth that much effort into, the actions that I'm taking in order to manifest. And by actions I'm taking, I mean like saying affirmations or doing visualizations, doing meditations, journaling, any of that stuff. I have kind of gotten to a point where I'm just like, I want to live and be happy in the situation where I am and not constantly have to worry about what I want next or what I want to see next. And I'm going to talk about that in another video about how the faster you can get into a space of just appreciating where you are now, the faster all of the new things that you want to manifest will just like come flying into your life. Literally, it's like I don't even have to put any effort into manifesting. So quick story. I was like, you guys know, I work like a regular job, like a 9-to-5 job. And I was thinking like, you know what? I want some extra money. Like I make pretty good money, but I was thinking I want some extra money that I don't have to do anything for. It's just going to be mine. I mean, obviously it's like around Christmas time. It's just going to be mine. I can do whatever I want with it. Maybe I can surprise my husband. Maybe I can surprise my kids, like whatever. It's just going to be mine, whatever I want. And that amount that I wanted, I said was like $1,000. In my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have an extra $1,000 to do anything that I want with. And I kind of just like let that go through my mind a couple times over the course of the day. I was saying it and I kind of made a mental note like, okay, Candace, this is something that you want over the next couple of days. Make a note to start thinking about it more and, to maybe like affirm for it and try to manifest it in the next couple of days. You guys, the very next day, my job gave us a bonus and I received not only $1,000, but like $1,800 from my job. Now, you might be saying, oh, well, it's Christmas. Most jobs get bonuses. Not my job. Our bonuses and our pay raises come in March when, a lot of companies that are on like weird fiscal years do it. Our pay raises come in March and we have never ever gotten a December bonus before, ever. Like just because it's Christmas, like they just don't do that. We're not that type of company. And so I wasn't expecting it. Not only that, there was no notification about this. The company sent us an email about the bonus the exact same day that we received it. So I was just like, that morning I looked in my account and I was like, oh, there's my paycheck, And later that afternoon, I went back to my account and I was like, whoa, where'd this extra money come from? And lo and behold, I got an extra deposit from my job for $1,800. And and I'm actually off this week. Like I took off to just, take some time off and chill. And so I went to check my email. And lo and behold, the first thing in the inbox was, oh, well, here's an explanation for your paycheck. And they gave us a bonus that was like related to inflation or something like that. So it's like, dude, things just come to you and just flow to you so quickly when you get out of the space of constantly like wanting more. And you get into the space of just kind of like chilling, flowing, understanding that whatever you want, it's gonna come to you, and you just need to like calm down and let it happen and appreciate where you are now in the moment so that it's so much easier for those things to happen. Okay, so I got off topic a little bit, but let's talk about my updated manifesting routine. So the first thing that I do is just like I described to you. I just kind of think about what I want, whether it's a thing, an experience, whether it's, like a feeling I want to have, a behavior I want to see changed from someone, or a new behavior I want to see exhibited by someone, or even a shift in like energy. Like if something bad happens and I want to kind of undo it, whatever it is that I want, I kind of just think about that for a few minutes and kind of drill down into the heart of it. Like what specifically is it that I want? So let's say my husband was getting on my nerves. He did something that I didn't like. Instead of being like, oh, ruminating on it, this is so annoying if he does it again. Instead of something like that, I immediately say, oh, I want the opposite behavior, or I want to extinguish the behavior. I don't ever want to see it again. And then I just create a little sentence, a little affirmation for whatever it is that I want. If I want some money, just like I said, I want $1,000. Not only do I say what amount of money that I want, but I also like put some stipulations to it. Like I said, I want extra money that's just for me, right? So like the paycheck that I got, that's money that I expect. That's money that I kind of already plan out what to do with. But I was like, no, I want some extra money that's like just for me, and I can do whatever I want with it. It's not earmarked for anything. It's not going to be to pay for anything. It's just like mine. So you see, I said I want $1,000 to do whatever. And that's exactly what I got. It was unexpected. And even though it was from my job, I just got the opportunity to just say, oh, extra money. It's Christmas. I'm going to do whatever the heck I want to do. I can blow it if I want and not feel bad about it. I'm going to do it. So think about whatever amount of money you want and what you're going to do with it. So if you do want it to pay off a certain bill, or if you do want it to go on a trip or something like that, say exactly what it's for. Always like add like the little specifics in there that you want in order to make it super, super, super clear. If you want to see, I'm trying to think of another example. Like maybe if you want to see another behavior, if you want to see a behavior from someone, if you want to hear from someone, just say exactly that, how you want to hear from them. Like, such and such reaches out to me, such and such contacts me, or we have a 1-hour conversation, we meet up for lunch, whatever it is that you want to do, think about it specifically and give yourself a couple of sentences, like 1 or 2 that just describe the situation that you want to happen in your life perfectly. Those 1 or 2 sentences are now going to be step 2 of the manifesting process, which is just change your mindset to align with those sentences. And you can easily do that by just repeating them constantly. Those are your new affirmations. You say them over and over whenever you get time in the day. It doesn't have to be like you lay down, close your eyes, meditate. You don't have to like spend actual effort doing that. You can if you want to. Like, again, do whatever you want, but it doesn't require all that. You can just go on throughout your day as you're washing dishes, as you're driving in your car, and just repeat it to yourself over and over and over. Now, do this for a couple of days until your desire appears in your life, because I guarantee you that it will. I guarantee you that it will. While you're doing your process or whatever, try not to go back and forth. Like if you want to get contacted by someone and it hasn't happened in a couple of days, or it hasn't happened instantly or in hours, like the one thing that I can tell you will make a huge difference is just like chilling out. Don't worry about it. Keep repeating. Keep your thoughts in your mind aligned with the outcome that you want, and it will happen. You're going to start seeing signs pretty soon. Like within 24 hours, you're going to start seeing little signs and breadcrumbs that what you want is on the way. So when you get that encouragement, just remind yourself, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it. It is on the way. And again, when it comes is like, that's no one knows. No one knows. Like mine, it was literally so expected. And like the next day, immediate, I didn't have any warning. I didn't have any breadcrumbs. It just happened, right? But I'm used to doing this like for a long period of time. And I expect those things to happen for me sometimes. But even with me and how often and how successful I am in manifesting, there are times when I don't get what I want instantly as well. When I don't get what I want within a couple of days as well. Sometimes it takes a few weeks, and you have to learn to be okay with that. So this kind of goes into kind of like the third step of the process. So step 1, you're figuring out what you want. You're creating like a little sentence, a little scenario, a little affirmation for what you want. Step 2, you are saturating your mind with that scenario. You're saying it over and over. You're repeating your affirmations. You're getting yourself aligned with it. Now, step 3 is when you are in the process between that of waiting for it to come. And I hate saying waiting for it to come, because technically you're never waiting, right? You never want to say it, like you guys don't say that. Don't repeat what I said. You guys don't say that you're waiting for it to come, because if you constantly repeat that to yourself and you constantly reinforce that to yourself, you're always going to be in a state of waiting, right? So we don't want to get that cycle going. But there is like an interim where you don't have what you want. So what you want to do during that time is kind of like twofold. 1, you just want to not get all riled up about it. Don't worry about it. Always remember these main premises, right? If you thought it, if you desired it, it's because another version of you already has it. It is possible for you. You can't seek what you do not already know is there. You already know it. You have already experienced it. You already know what it feels like. So we're just waiting for your current physical reality to catch up. Okay? So it will come. It is coming to you all the time. Manifesting always works. And when you say that to yourself, manifesting always works, remember that if you are always worrying and stressing and waiting and wondering, you're going to continue to manifest worrying and stressing and waiting and wondering. So remember that it's always working. That's why sometimes you're literally sitting there waiting and stressing, and that's just going to make it take longer. And I'll give you, sorry, I haven't done a video in forever, y'all. So just bear with me in these little side stories here. But I have started to, what has helped me so much is that I've started to recognize when I am stressing out about when something's going to happen and how I am prolonging my own waiting period. And here's an example. My son had to go in for like a routine procedure, like an endoscopy or something. And the procedure was literally going to last, they told me, like 2 minutes. It was not going to be long at all, but he had to go under some like very light anesthesia. So just being a mom, being a worrywart, when he came out of the anesthesia and he's still like knocked out, you're always like, oh my gosh, when's he gonna wake up? When's he gonna wake up? So I'm sitting by his bedside, right? Just waiting for him to wake up. And that's all I could think about. That's all I could focus on. When's he gonna wake up? Is he waking up? Is his eye blinking? Is he waking up? Is he looking? Is he looking? Like, and they gave him, like, when you're like under 10, they don't even give you like the full bout of like anesthesia medicines. They give you like one, because if you're an adult under anesthesia, it's like probably a couple medicines they're using, but they give you one medicine as a child, and it's like toned down so much based on your weight, all of these things. Someone was like constantly watching him and monitoring his vitals while he was under the procedure. They had an anesthesiologist there making sure everything was okay. So literally everything was fine, but I was just sitting there like watching and stressing and waiting. And I literally sat there and I just sat back and I said to myself, oh, you know what? He's waking up any minute now. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not worried about it anymore. He's waking up any minute now. And I just said to myself, said that to myself 2 or 3 times. I looked down at my phone to start playing a game. And as soon as I did that, he jumped up. The nurse came and tapped him or something, and he jumped right up. And he was like groggy, but still awake, So try to do that. Try to find those times when you notice that you are just stressing and putting too much pressure on the situation that you're wanting to happen, okay? Because all you're doing is, I don't even know what people say. Like, people say it's like creating resistance or whatever. But what it's really doing is cycling. Whatever happens in here is what happens out here. So what it's really doing is giving you more cycles of stressing, more cycles of waiting, more cycles of just wondering when it's going to happen and being frustrated that it hasn't happened yet. So recognize when you're in that pattern and kind of just take a step back. Okay. So the first part of that is chill out. Okay. Now the second part of that is, while you're in that little interim period, is showing up as the person who already has what you want. I know this is like a really big topic, because people are like, well, how do I do that? How do I show up as a person who has this? How do I pretend like I have it if I've never had it before? So I'm going to do a whole different video on that. But it is so easy to show up as you already having your desire. And the one way to do that, I'll try to like be quick, because this is already like over 10 minutes. I don't like that. The one way to do that is asking yourself, what feeling are you looking for? What are you going to feel like when you get what you want? Because most people think that they actually want the thing that they're going to get, but that's not what you actually want. What you want is like the feeling of what that thing gives you. So if you want to be a millionaire, you don't want to be a millionaire because you want $1 million, like a million stinky, crummy, gross me out, dirty dollars. That's not what you want. You want to not have to go to that job anymore. You want to not have to look at your bank account and, say not this time when somebody asks you to buy something. You want to be able to go out and enjoy dinner and drinks and travel and experiences with your friends. You want that freedom and that security of not having to worry about if you're going to have enough money to cover the bills, or what if your car breaks down, or you need a whole new car entirely, or you don't even have a car and you're, waiting to get one for some transportation. You want the feeling that that sigh of relief that having the money gives to you. You don't want to work from home because you want another job. You probably don't even want really another job. But if that's what you have to do, why do you want to work from home? Because you won't have to get up and put on those, stuffy clothes anymore. So you won't have to drive 30 minutes to an hour to your office anymore. So you have to ask yourself, what is this thing that I want? What's it going to give me? And if the answer to that, and as you explore that, the answer to that question will let you know how you're supposed to act. When a long time ago, I was teaching and I wanted to get out of teaching, make more money, and have a work from home job, one of the things that I knew a work from home job would give me, because I was a teacher, a middle school teacher at that, and in my state, the middle schools go, they start school at 7 o'clock in the morning. I know it's so crazy. But they start school at 7 o'clock in the morning, ding, 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 the bell rings, and the kids are in class at 7 o'clock. So what was one thing I didn't want to have to do? I didn't want to have to wake up super, super early, at 5:30, just to be able to get my kids to daycare and, get myself ready and go teach at the school, and try to be up and on at 7 o'clock in the morning. So what's something that I did? I gave myself the feeling of calm and chill mornings. I woke up a little earlier. I know that sounds contradictory, but stay with me. I woke up a little earlier. I made some coffee. I sat back. I might watch a show. I might scroll on my phone. I might read a book. I might write in my affirmation journal, whatever. And I would just think to myself, oh, isn't this so great? I get to just do whatever I want with my mornings. I'm totally free. I'm not rushing. I'm not on anybody else's time. And I was literally giving myself the feeling of what a future job was going to actually give to me. So even though I wasn't currently in that situation, I was giving myself that feeling. When I wanted to manifest more money, I used to, as a teacher, make $28,000 a year. And I would say I don't even make a lot of money. There's no need for me to budget. There's no need for me to have a financial plan. I'm going to do all that stuff when I'm making more money. Well, if you're going to do that later on when the money is there, you need to give yourself that experience now so that that future larger experience can come to you faster. So what did I do? I started following some budget people on Instagram, and I started, because TikTok wasn't a thing it wasn't super huge back then. It was there, but not really big. So I just started following some budget people on Instagram, downloaded some budget templates, and I even bought a course, a little course from a $30 course from someone. And I learned how to arrange my finances. I learned how to save for Christmas. I learned how to save for emergencies, all types of things, so that when I did shortly thereafter get a larger income, I was 100% ready for it. And that money, I was just pew, pew, pew. It goes here, there, here, there. And it was working for me so much faster. So figure out what you want, give it to yourself in the present. And it's that simple for you to act as if you are the person with your desire. So that's it. The updated method. I'm probably going to be doing many, many more videos describing some of the steps more in detail, and just talking about some of the other things. So let me know if you guys have any questions. All the resources that I have for you guys to help you guys out, get past whatever blocks you have, and really get what you want faster are below, including a free resource that kind of outlines the new process and how it is so low effort and easy to do to really help you to get what you want as fast as possible. All right, see you guys later.